Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi, I'm Jessica too.
And together we're Jessica Squared. And today we are doing a book review. We are doing a book review on The Girl Who Loved Horses. I can tell you, it was a strange book. The book is about a girl who is what I would like to call a horse whisperer. You know, you hear the dog whispers and cat whispers. She is a horse whisperer.
I don't want to whisper no cats, they scratch. I have a cat scratch right here. I don't know if you can see it.
Showing that to the world.
Yep.
Anyways, she was a horse whisperer, and she could talk to the horses. She knew what they liked. She knew what they wanted. And then she got lost one day, and she started living with the horses. But then her people found her, and she had to go back home. She got sick, and then her parents were like, yeah, you're sick. It'll make you feel better to go live with the horses, wouldn't it? So they let her go live with the horses.
Because that makes perfect sense.
I know, right? What any logical parent would do, right?
Exactly.
And so she goes and lives with the horses, and she becomes a horse at the end of this book. Okay.
Somebody be tripping.
Now we're going to tell you what we thought about it, kind of page by page. We can already tell you that we think somebody was smoking something, because this is a weird book. Okay. Tell them what you thought about this page. You had something to say
Oh
about
yeah,
this.
I had a lot of things to say about this page. Okay, first of all, you got some graphic violence up in here, all the blood. But there's a freaking horse that gets completely flipped over, and you know this guy is so dead because horses weigh a lot, and he's dead, done. And I'm pretty sure the horse ain't walking away from that neither. So this is why you shouldn't hunt buffalo.
Did we have anything to say about
Yeah,
this?
the tree.
Oh yeah, the tree. I don't know if it's supposed to be the reflection or if it's next to her.
That was
but-
my suggestion. It's got to be next to the squirrel.
I guess, but it's like weird because it gets bigger.
And then Jessica and me both thought that this was flipping peacock in the water,
But it's fish.
Yeah, it's just fish.
Nah. Alright. Here comes the devil.
That was Jessica's first thought. Me, I was thinking, okay, if there's a storm coming and there's thunder, shouldn't it be coming from this angle? Coming in and over. Instead, it's coming up from here. And doesn't it say something about, what does it say? Dark clouds. Oh yeah, the thunder came up from beneath the darkness.
Okay. Swats the devil because it's coming from beneath. Wow. It's coming to get them.
There you go.
Okay. Next.
Boom, devil's
Yeah,
there.
devil, God, or whatever. Heaven and hell. That's just what I thought when I first seen the page. I think that's it for that one. Anything you have? Nothing? Okay. And the first thing I thought when I seen this is that the lightning is striking the horse.
My suggestion was that it was just going past towards the ground, but
But it literally ends at its face.
yeah, this one ends at the tip of his forehead. I don't know.
Anything else besides the red sun?
Yeah, it's a red sun throughout the whole thing. It's yellow.
I don't think we have anything to say for this one. It's just nighttime. Now, wham!
She be tripping. Stallion starts talking.
Yeah, this is where the horse starts talking.
Here's
to her.
my question: how does this turn into this?
She's tripping.
I guess so.
You got a rainbow coming out of the waterfall.
Badgers and butterflies.
Mm-hmm. And
Those
a
two
talking
things-
horse.
Yeah, those two things go together over here.
Talking. Okay, next page. Did we have anything for this one?
Mm-mm.
So this is just 2 years later, or 1 year later. How many years? was
1
it?
year. I found her a year later.
It's
those are quail.
2
I didn't
hunters.
notice that. Are those quail?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. We're gonna say those are quail.
Mm.
What was it you said about?
Oh, he fell through the ground.
actually outrunning the hunters.
Oh. I cracked myself up. Oh, we had something to say about this.
Digestion at work.
Weird pictures here.
It's like food going down their throat and then it turns into dingleberries. I don't know.
But it's like on all of them.
Mm-hmm. Was it on the first two of these? Now I'm curious. Maybe their style since changed. Yes, it did, because look. Oh no, the horse does it too.
Well, they do.
Oh my gosh.
That's weird.
horrible.
Is that like a Native American style they do though?
Digestion?
Digestion. Oh, on this page, it talks about like all the art that they have done to the horses, but yet none of them have it on them.
Decorative saddles, some ribbons and feathers in their mane and tails, and yet the only people who had that going on are the people. You know, horse people got that stuff going on.
Horse people.
It calls them horse people at the end.
I don't think we really had anything.
No, she's got a new colt.
The sun's yellow now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Does that symbol? Does that
And it's
symbol
red.
something?
It's red again.
Because she's tripping again. Do you see the eyes? Do you see the eyes?
This is when she finally turned back into a horse.
Yeah, this is her as a horse.
Winnie, Winnie, nay, nay.
And then it has some little songs at the end.
Which you can read for your pleasure.
Yeah. This was a really strange book. But you can totally read it and tell us what you thought about it in the description below. Or in the comment box below. I'm not smart. Anyways.
I got one more thing to point out. Okay. Towards the end of this book, it describes the stallion when she meets the stallion. Okay. The description of the wild Appaloosa stallion when he's trying to get the girl away from the hunters. His eyes shone like cold stars. He snorted and his hooves struck as fast as lightning. Why are you laughing?
He snorted.
He snorted.
I know, but he was snorting stuff with his eye.
This book is all about drugs. Okay. But
I'm
anyways,
sorry. It's just way funnier than it actually is.
yeah. It's because we're not little kids. We're not reading this as kids. Okay. So he's got eyes, cold stars, and then hooves struck like lightning. Boom. He's coming in, storm, lightning. He's coming after this girl, right? And then, boom, his eyes shone like stars. And then he takes her away from her parents again. And wham bam thinky man, he turns her into a horse. He wanted her all along.
So what you're
Bestiality
saying,
wrapped in a book.
so what you're saying is that this horse, right here is the devil.
Now, see, that was your assumption. I'm just thinking he came riding in as a storm and then
Yes, but the
manifested-
storm is the devil because it was coming from the ground.
Clearly, we have two completely different ideas for this
Hey,
book.
I'm just mixing them together. So this
Okay.
is the devil horse. And that's the devil's bride.
There you go. Okay, throughout the whole thing, me and Jessica kept getting tongue-tied, and we finally figured out why. It's because the grammar in this book is not exactly the best ever. There's a part in here where it says, she spread her blanket and lay down. No, she spread her blanket and laid down. It's past tense with a flip. And that happens throughout the whole book, I'm pretty sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You got it.
Okay. I feel like there's so much more.
I like every time I see this page, I'm just like tripping. Tripping. Look, she can't even sit up straight because she's so tripping.
Well, the devil has that effect on people.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you want to combine those two
Look, it
theories.
kind of looks like the flowers are wilting.
It's just the type of flowers.
Flowers wilting because she's tripping so much.
They're melting.
I'm melting. I'm melting.
Okay.
Sorry, it's got a little weird.
Oh, and somebody put a neat little note in here for us. Realistic fiction.
I'm sure it was an education major.
And I'm pretty sure they don't know what they're talking about because I didn't find anything in this very realistic. So,
Realistic fiction is in, like, if it was a Native American, they probably thought it was true.
that's true. Okay, fine. And
Tell us what you think. Read it for yourself. Let us know. And we may or may not have another book review for you next week.
we'll try. It may not happen.
It may be something else. It may not be a book review, but we'll have something for you next week. So, bye ya!